All right, Johnny, we've got 3 laps to set a decent time.
Green flag, green flag.
The leader has just done a 107.79. P2. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace. You want to watch your water temperature. It's looking a little high.
Got about 2 laps left off.
Sector 2 is a second off the pace. That puts you 2.0 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.28 off the pace. You've got 1 gallon left. Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
There's the flag, man. It's over.
Your engine temperatures are looking better now.
Welcome in, everybody, to the third race of the TORQ iRacing series here at, where are we? Long Beach. Light field today, so pretty much just try and keep it clean as possible. I'll be looking at pit road, but won't really be worried about handing out too many penalties, just as long as you guys keep it clean. As I said, there's like, what, 5 people here? So, just keep it clean, have some fun, and don't wreck each other. Stay to the left on pit road, and that's pretty much it. Is anyone else qualifying? I could skip forward, I think. Actually, never mind, I can't.
End of the session. P3.
Just want to make sure. So you got to start on the same car as qualifying, right? I believe so. I have not heard anything from the league owner about that, so I believe so, but do not quote me on that. The only reason I mentioned that, and there's 4 of us I know that qualified on primaries and 1 qualified on all. And he is now on primaries on the grid. I will double check real quick. I really hope that he answers in 30 seconds, but I doubt he will.
Do we need TORQ on pin?
No, you do not. You do not have to start with your qualifying car.
P3. Okay, Johnny. Should do well here. We're optimistic we can finish in the top 2.
We gotta line up on the left side here. The estimated SOF is 1,730. Pit road is closed.
Rolling start. Get ready. Follow car number 44. In the left column.
It's the 44 car.
The pace car speed is 46 miles per hour.
Do we want a single? We want a single file all the way through the hairpin and then form up out of the hairpin.
It's the 44 car.
Catch up to car number 44. Catch up to car number 44. Catch up to car number 44.
It's the 44 car. Get ready.
Stay calm. Focus. Green, let's go, let's go. Clear right.
Clear on the right. Go left.
There's an incident in turn 1. We think it might be Roberts. Right, Johnny, keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on. P2. The track temp's increasing. It's now 104 Fahrenheit. The leader's just done a 109.84. Make him do all the work. Focus on your exits. Your last lap time was at 110.56. That's a new fastest lap for Miguel, 109.57. Okay, Johnny, your refuel window will open on lap 14 and it will close on lap 16. Don't panic, we'll get him back. The guy in front is not the cleanest racer. Tim's car number 31, D license, and their rating is 1.5. Your water temperature looks quite high, P3. That lap was a 112.33. Sector 1 is 1.8 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.42 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. The gap to Alex behind is now 0.9. New fastest lap for Roberts, 108.80.
Car in T6, just hit the fastest lap, 8.804. 912.
Fastest lap for Roberts, 108.72.
6, just hit the fastest lap. 8.716.
The gap to P4 behind is now 1.3 seconds.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
That lap time was 110.04. Okay, Johnny, you've used half your fuel. You've just done a 110.14. behind is now 1.7 seconds. That was 110.69. Incident in turn 1. It looks like it's Alex. The gap to Tim's ahead is now 3.6 seconds. The track temperature is falling. It's now 100 Fahrenheit.
Shoot up 9.858. You have about 5 laps left on.
Okay, Johnny, you got about 4 laps of fuel left. That lap was at 110.50. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace. The gap to P2 ahead is now 3.3 seconds. You've got about 3 laps of fuel left. That last lap was at 110.00. Okay, Johnny, the pit window is now open. We expect there'll be no traffic on exit. 2 laps of fuel remaining. The gap to B2 in front is now 2.8 seconds.
about 2 laps of fuel left.
Okay, Johnny, that's half distance. Should be about 2 laps remaining on this tank. The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 96 Fahrenheit. You've got 1 gallon left. The leader, Miguel, is pitting. Tim's in front is pitting.
You have about 1 lap.
This is excellent, mate. Keep it up. You're now in the lead. The leader is now on alternates. Half a gallon remaining. Pit this lap, in this lap.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
Box in 360 meters.
Pit box in 10. Get back in second.
100 meters.
5, 3, 2,
50 meters.
97 has taken the lead. 1.
Left front 91%. Left rear 90. Alex, car
it,
number
go.
08 is now in the lead. Pit exit is clear. Don't cross the line. You've got cold tyres. We need to get some heat into them. There's an incident in turn 8. It looks like Weeks. The leader, Alex, is pitting. Miguel, car number 44, is leading the race. That's a new fastest lap for Miguel, 108.03.
7, 8. The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 8.
The leader is now on alternates.
8 has taken the lead. Tyre compounds have been changed. We're all set.
You're in P4. Weeks is now on alternates.
The car in front is pitting.
Alright Johnny, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
75 left.
P3, good lap. That's your quickest so far.
The car behind is pitting. Alright,
Clear right.
All clear, all clear.
The track temperature is increasing. It's now 100 Fahrenheit. The car to P2, ahead is increasing. It's now 9.3 seconds. That lap time was 109.22. There's an incident in turn 2. It looks like Alex. Sectors 1 and 3 are a second off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.6 off the pace. Your lap time was at 109.40. New fastest lap for Roberts, 107.68.
Car in P5, just hit the fastest lap. 7.678.
P3, the gap to Tim's ahead is now 9.2 seconds.
jitter 9.151.
Your lap time was 109.47. Sectors 1 and 2 are 0.8 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.2 off the pace. Okay, Johnny, you're reeling tins in. The gap's now 7.9.
Georgia line. We're in a podium position.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 96 Fahrenheit. That's half fuel. You've used half your fuel. Sector 1 is 0.48 off the pace. The gap in front is now 6.4.
Alright, man, two to go.
Okay, Johnny, we're matching race pace. 2 laps left. Come on, you're looking good for a podium.
left 2. You have about 5 laps left on.
One more to go. Keep it together, we'll be on the podium. You've just done a 109.07. The gap to Tim's in front is now 6.1 seconds. Well done, Johnny. Great drive. That's a podium.
There's the checkered flag. Great job, driver.
That's the end of the session.
Thank you everybody for coming in. Nice one, you, and hopefully we'll see you in the next race. And enjoy the off week.
Ooh. Video moved? Yeah. Video.
Oh. Yo, I saw you started using
just a
P2P
reminder,
at the end, and I
top three
was like,
to
okay,
broadcast
we're gonna
top
match
three.
that energy, and I started pushing.
Yeah. I ran out crossing the line. I used all of my push to pass.
I wasn't using it until you started, like, I started seeing you gain on me, bro.
Pit lane speed limit is
I
40
figured
miles
as much
per hour.
because I
What's your
looked down
speed?
and like, I'm
Box
gaining on
in
him, gaining on him, gaining on him. There's like no
360
chance.
meters.
And then all of a sudden it just stalled out. I'm like, what?
Mr. Johnny Ecker, it's Josh and Steven in the booth. You got us?
Hey, how are you?
Doing well. Just want to make sure that we can hear you
50 meters.
externally here. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. We're good. So a very simple race. I have basically 2 questions morphed into one. Talk me through your race and anyone you'd like to thank for the 3rd place result tonight.
Well, first off, I don't even know what to say because I have had a lot of bad luck here. Just, you know, a lot of little mistakes. This feels like this has been one of the most put together races I've had in a while. And given that I'm not used to this car and the fact that I didn't hit anything at all, I didn't even touch the wall at any point tonight was a miracle. So yeah, I feel like I'm struggling a little bit with some of the tire rules and stuff with the Indycar, just from not being, you know, around the car, not having driven the car. So I was under the impression I had to qualify in one set and then use the same set and start the race. Apparently that's not the case, so who knows what could have been a little bit different, but if I was able to use the alternates in qualifying. But yeah, just overall it was just kind of see how it goes early on with the primaries, and then as the run went on, the primaries got really comfortable, switched to the alternates, and it just got really fast. So I was having a great time. Burned off my push to pass, which was also a pretty neat experience for me because, again, not used to having something like that available to me. So yeah, but thankfully to come home P3. Thanks. I just want to thank the league for hosting, putting the race on. Thank you guys for broadcasting. Shout out to my teammates Alex Boffley and DJ Weeks. DJ ran out of fuel. He wasn't paying attention.
Oh,
Yeah,
that explains that. Okay,
Yeah,
we wondered.
I was a little upset with him because I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'm gonna end up getting lap led. Well, he may or may not have driven by pit road, may or may not have run out of fuel because he forgot to pit. So, yeah, so that was that situation. But yeah, I'm gonna thank them, and yeah, I'm looking forward to wherever we go in a couple weeks. I think we're off next week, right?
Got a week off, and then Indianapolis, my friend. Good run, and we'll see you there.
The Oval?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, that's gonna be a big one. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.
You too.
Hello.
Hello.
I have a question for you. What happened? What was I? So I heard crew chief said that you had like overshot something
Front
on
left,
like 2 laps in a row or
86%.
something. And you
Front
switched.
right,
I saw you
89%.
pitted for
Left rear,
alternates a couple laps later.
67%. Right
Was
rear,
that the plan, or was it just because you
68%.
overshot?
No. So I found out a little later on what actually had transpired. I didn't realize. I'd reloaded my setup, I think, after qualifying, and my setup has a default brake bias about 2% higher than I actually planned on using.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I also fucked up and hit my roll bar, and I don't think I actually quite got it fixed until a little
Ah.
later on. So those two combined kind of fucked me up there for the first few laps. I also got myself a meatball on lap 3. So
Did
that's
you?
why I pitted. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, that explains a lot because we were like, "What is going on here?" Because like I originally was thinking, all right, maybe it would make sense. Like I knew it wasn't that much faster the alternates, but in my mind, I was like, man, maybe you could take off the primaries relatively early and then put alternates on and then use all of that the rest of the way to make up the majority of the time. You did a really good job time wise. Like you gained a crap ton of time and you were putting down ridiculous laps. But I was like, maybe it's an option, maybe it's not. I don't know. And I was debating it when I saw you pitted because I figured you might know something that I didn't know.
But stress. It's like going into an exam room and then fucking not knowing what to fucking do on your damn piece of paper.
Full disclosure, also, because I can't remember if there was a point for fast lap or not. I went for it anyway. And I threw the kart engine in the thing and ran push to pass pretty much the whole lap. So that 767's not 100% accurate. I probably even like on that lap with all the push to pass, I probably could have gotten down to like a 7.3 or a 7.4, but I was getting it, and lots of boost.
Yeah, I burned my boost for the first time ever. Like last week, I felt like I was burning more fuel and I was really close. So with the boost, so I wasn't comfortable using it. But come fast forward to this week, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put extra fuel in. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. And
So
yeah,
I
I
said
have too
that to
much.
myself too, because last week I had to pit for fuel on the last lap, and I was so fucking pissed because I was like P3.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I think I was behind you. I was like, hell yeah, extra spot, woohoo!
I was so fucking pissed, bro. You have no idea. And I was trying to fuel save for that like 6 laps, trying to avoid it. It didn't work.
Yeah, I was gonna do that again. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put a little extra fuel in this week. I filled it up completely. I said, you know what the hell? I'm gonna use all 200 seconds. I think I had like 150 or something seconds left by the time I got. Actually, I may have been all 200 seconds. I don't know. No, it was definitely all 200. I had the full boost. I hadn't used push to pass at all in the first half of the race, so I knew I needed a lot of extra fuel just in case. But
Yo,
I ended up with
I
almost 4 laps of extra fuel at the end, so it was
me
almost
too.
pointless.
4 laps, good
'Cause,
lord.
Yeah, 3.6 gallons after using all the boosts and going at whatever pace I was going at, which may or may not have been relatively quick at times, and other times slow as hell.
what happened in T1, bro? We were going at it, and then you backed off, and then that was it.
Yeah, I was gonna let you go because I felt like I wasn't comfortable enough on the primaries, and after that lap, it took me like 3 laps to get back into the rhythm. I don't know why. Like I figured I would just let you go there going into turn 1. It was gonna lose me the least amount of time, but for whatever reason, it's just I don't know. I just felt like I didn't have the pace. And then as the run went back on, like as we got to the pit stop or started approaching the pit stop, I felt like I was gaining my speed back. I was like, it made no sense. I don't know. It felt like whatever setup I had was going faster as the race went on. So
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm very comfortable on that track. It's like one of my favorite tracks. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just so good. When you get it right, just because of how tight it is, man, it's like
That's
beauty.
another issue. The first half of the race on primaries, I could not get comfortable in like some of the more I want to say riskier corners, but the right hander. I don't know what corner number it is, but where the tire barrier, the tire wall comes out like right on the exit. Um, not
Dude, that's the
not 4. I think it's 6. That right hander.
yeah.
That's the one that got me.
Yeah, that corner is the one that for whatever reason I was repeatedly every lap I go through there the first like 10 laps and say oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, because I would turn in and it felt like I either missed like my turn in point or it would slide just as I got to make the turn, so it would start to go towards the wall and I'm like, oh my god, don't
Like
do it please.
at the end of the straight,
No, the one before that. I don't know what.
like with the curbing on the inside, that's super weird.
Yeah, it's like it's got the white curbs and then it clears that you can go over the you go over the red and white curbs. You can drive
Oh,
over.
you're talking about the tire barrier on the outside. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got so fucking close to that wall so many times, and I was stressing that I was gonna fucking ruin the car. I was like, holy fuck.
yeah, and that ruined like the first 5, at least the first 5 laps, probably about 8 laps, where I would go into that corner and I would be so scared about approaching the corner properly that I would end up messing it up anyway, and then it would completely ruin my straight line speed. So it was like for that whole straight. So it's like, all right, whatever. And then because I was overthinking the corner before, the next corner, which is more high speed, I would
Yeah.
promptly brake too early. So take that for what you will.
I know I was in third gear for a lot of those corners, but
I was in second
I
for a
don't.
lot of them, which is another
Uh,
issue. I don't know what gears I was supposed to be. I haven't raced here. The last race I ran here was in an Xfinity car, so that
oh, an
Oh,
Xfinity
Lord.
car is. Oh dear, that's
yeah,
tight on an Xfinity because they don't turn.
no, and it was a big
They-
field too. I think it was like 28, 30 something cars. Like it was a
oh
relatively big
Jesus
field.
Christ.
Yeah, it was an experience. DJ ran in that race too, and we had I don't know if it was him, but someone on my team had an issue down the front stretch and ended up crashing, and they took out one of our other teammates and caused a big wreck. I was
My
like,
car's still black on the stream. What the fuck? My
yeah, I
car
see.
was black and white, right?
Yeah,
Okay, then why the fuck is it black on the stream? Fuck!
I have no idea.
It's still running my old livery on the stream.
You gotta they gotta reset, they gotta refresh. Yeah, I got you in a Moza 31, Moza Racing, Rego Salvage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you in the right thing then.
Same.
Well, you're still in the race?
Oh yeah, I'm still in the server.
Fuck, I didn't leave. Yeah, Rego Salvage is the company I work for.
Hell yeah.
It's because they sponsored me for a charity event that I did, so I was able to get the logo, and I was like, I'm gonna sneak this on every single car I have now.
Yeah, look at he's fully sponsored. Look at him. He's got him.
Exactly. It's a small company, and I know the owner well, so.
All right, we're gonna end the stream there. Bye. See you Thursday.